Okay, today we have an entry to our student spotlight. Daniel, please introduce yourself.
Uh, Hello everyone. I'm Daniel Bazmandeh, a computer science PhD student. I'm from Iran, and I would say that I have just finished my first year of studies here. So now, actually, I'm entering to the second year of my studies. I just joined to computer science department last fall, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
That's great. So you were living in Iran. You were looking at different
Sorry, what?
programs. So
Uh,
you were living in Iran and you were looking at different graduate programs. Why did you decide to attend the University of Arizona?
yeah. As a matter of fact, I was looking for a PhD program in computer science to pursue my graduate studies abroad, especially in the US, in my research area of interest. After searching for a suitable program in different websites and actually based on different rankings, like maybe QS ranking and something like that. I found the University of Arizona to be one of the reputable top ranks, and also another thing which was important for me was the University of Arizona is one of the intensive universities in the US. So those are the reasons that made me decide to apply for this university, especially for this department. So yeah,
That makes a lot of sense. The reputation of an institution is important, as well as
yes.
the research interest, which you kind of mentioned about. What specifically did you decide to do graduate school? Like so many students can choose to go into industry, get a job right away, but you chose graduate school, which is,
Mhm.
not a huge population in the U.S. and elsewhere decide to go that route. So tell us, why did you pick graduate school to begin with?
Yeah. Uh, Basically, I recently finished my bachelor's studies in my hometown country, Iran. So, although I had some job offers from a bunch of tech companies there, I realized that increasing my knowledge in computer science would be beneficial for my future career after I mean after getting advice from various people and talking with different people. I mean my relatives, my previous professors in my previous university. uh, I decided that the apprenticeship program would be the best option to connect my previous knowledge and background with the research experience. So I thought that maybe it can be a better option. So after that, I would have a better chance to maybe find a better job and maybe higher salary. And after that, maybe, yeah, I figured out that it can be better option. Yeah. So.
So it opens up a lot more opportunities for you, it sounds like. And you mentioned, research. What area of research are you interested in? What area of research are you currently pursuing?
Yeah. I'm generally interested in system research, especially and particularly in software engineering, program languages, and as well as compiler design. These areas are crucial because I think they form the backbone of uh, development of reliable and efficient software systems, and together those areas together can contribute the development of robust systems, efficient systems, and also it can enable us to scale our software systems so that can drive technological innovation. So uh, yeah, this is my research interest, and mostly I'm interested in doing research in those kind of areas.
Those sound very critical to things that are happening now and are
Mhm.
important. So tell us, you've been at the University of Arizona for a year.
Yeah,
What has been your most enjoyable? What have you enjoyed most about your experience at the U of A in computer science?
in computer science. Okay. Uh, in computer science department, I would say that I think the academic stuff in our department, especially the graduate stuff, like for example, Tina, they're really supportive, they're really helpful. Uh, Actually, they have assisted me in various stages of my studies. They also organize some extracurricular activities. Uh, Like I know, for example, Tina sets as set some kind of friendly soccer matches twice a month, which helps the students take a break and connect more, maybe with maybe with other students, hang out, which I believe it can be necessary to reduce their stress and anxiety, by doing some activities like this. So actually, yeah, I think those were one of the important things and one of the enjoyable things that I would definitely say about this apartment. Yeah.
That's great. And I'm glad you're participating in those activities. Those can be very fun for students and staff to get to know each other and get to play. And it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I agree 100%. It's a fun activity. Now, one of the things that you did this past year that I think is also very interesting and very fun is that you participated in the Arizona International Talent Show, in which you actually were the winner. You were the selected winner. Your talent included guitar playing and
Yeah.
singing. So tell us, how long have you been performing? How long have you been playing the guitar?
So, if I want to talk about it completely, since I was a child, so actually I started singing around the age of 7 and 8, something like that. So sometimes I used to sing for myself, and as I grew up, I became more interested in singing Persian songs, especially some kinds of traditional songs. So it was really joyful and enthusiastic for me. So I started participating and learning more and more songs and maybe more singing techniques by just self-study and I didn't have any tutors or maybe musical coach, something like that. But yeah, as I received a lot of praise and other people just kept saying that I have a talent in singing. I mean Persian songs, and it was also uh yeah, it was also enjoyable for me. So because of those praises that I received and because of my enthusiasm, it motivated me to keep singing. So yeah, I also participated in some kind of vocal competitions before that in Iran, like there were some anthem competitions and others. And I've been selected as the soloist of that anthem group, and I secured, I think, at the top three places in some of those competitions. So yeah, those of consecutive, things happened, made me interested in musical stuff. Regarding playing guitar, I would say that I started learning guitar about, I think, 3 years ago, something like that. But I didn't practice regularly due to my undergraduate studies because I was busy. But however, I began practicing more regularly last year. In order to improve my proficiency in classical guitar, and I think it can be something necessary for me to include some extracurricular activities rather than maybe academic stuff. So, regarding the talent show, I would like to say that initially I didn't plan to participate in the UFA talent show, but actually my close friend, I think it's necessary to say his name here. So my close friend, whose name is Amir Tafrishi, really supported me and really encouraged me and to apply for this kind of talent show. And at first, I was like that, I was a skeptical because I was like that. Okay, I sing Persian songs, which I thought might not be understood by others. But why should I apply for this kind of talent show? I didn't even think that I could have a chance to secure even the top three places. But however, I applied and fortunately I was selected by the ISS team. So I would say that another thing interesting for me and amazing was the fact that although there were just I think a few, I think less than 6 or 7 just Persian people in the hall that I was playing and performing. Yeah, although there were just a few people, most of the audience, I think there were about 200 or 300 people, something like that, voted for me, and I secured the first place. And it was a wonderful experience to share something from my culture and the Persian community with others to see that, I'm so grateful that I see that I could have a positive impact. And yeah, I think. I think this can be one of my main reasons that I'm enthusiastic in performing and singing, and I believe that it can also I think it can also be really enjoyable and helpful for me to I told you. I think it can be a good idea to maybe put some extracurricular activities besides your academic stuff in order to reduce your maybe anxiety, stress, and all of other stuff during my path in my academic degree. So that was the whole story about the talent show.
That's great. And it sounds like it's a great release for you. You mentioned having extracurricular activities and all the different benefits of participating in something like this and performing. I mean, I imagine the number of people that were in attendance were really uh, grateful of being able to partake in something like this. So thank you for sharing that talent with the rest of us. What advice would you give to incoming students that are planning to attend the University of Arizona and specifically computer science?
So, I would say, okay, I would say that well, one of the main advices that I would say is that don't focus your entire life and time on just studies alone. Uh, like for example, enrolling in lots of credits and studying from the whole, I mean, morning to night, because it can cause a high level of anxiety and stress in the long term, based on my previous experience in my undergraduate studies. So my advice is to find at least one extracurricular activity, like for example, music that I was doing, like playing guitar or anything else. It's fine. And I think it can be a good idea to allocate some time for it, some time slots. I don't mean that you should maybe ignore and neglect your studies. You should take them seriously because you came here to study, but try to balance your life and not overwhelm yourself. And another thing and another guide that I would like to add is I think it can be necessary to try your best to connect with professors and faculty members from the beginning of your studies, because it can greatly affect your future career, since the connections are so crucial, and they may refer you to some tech companies in the future. So for example, you can work as a teaching assistant, research assistant, or some like a course coordinator. It can also strengthen your CV as well. So it can be, I think, so beneficial for you if you wanna maybe find a future career, or maybe if you wanna, for example, apply for a graduate school like me. So they can recommend you, they can refer you, and by having those activities like research activities, teaching activities in undergraduate, your chance of being admitted can also be increased, and your chance of getting a job also increase, because they think that that kind of a student was so active, and that the student had some kind of hobbies besides his academic stuff. So it seems like that the student can manage everything, so all of them together, so it can be a great and it can be a suitable person for our company or for our graduate program, something like that. Yeah.
That is great advice. Find that balance and get connected. Get
Mhm.
connected right away. I love that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Daniel, for that advice. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us, to share your experience. Especially thank you for that performance, which we will put as a link to our posting here. I encourage everyone who's watched this video to, follow that link and watch Daniel's performance at the talent show. Thanks again, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
No problem. And also I would like to thank you to invite me to this kind of interview, and actually I'm really grateful to be nominated as the winner of that kind of talent show from this department, and I could accomplish something like that for this department. So, and actually the thing is that I could just share something from my Persian culture and from my hometown country with maybe others. So yeah, I'm grateful for your invitation, and I hope that everyone enjoys enjoys that just watching this kind of interview, and that can be appealing to everyone.
Great. I'm sure they will. Thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, thank you.